glad you're here. I hope you enjoyed the first 3 videos. This is going to be a day in the life of a counselor and patient portal, kind of just pulling from those 2 areas of content. Oh, would you look at that? I think my first patient has arrived. One sec. Hi, come on in. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. So, and remind me of your name again.
Lanisha.
Lanisha, it is a pleasure to meet you, Lanisha. My name is Brandy. Have you been to therapy before?
Yes, just once before.
Once before? Okay. I always ask people that question just so I can get a feel of what did work well, what didn't work well, because I don't want to repeat something that didn't work well with the client. So first of all, tell me a little bit about yourself and what brings you here. If you forget the questions, just ask me. And what you did or did not like about your last treatment.
Okay. I'm Lanisha. I'm 17. I don't really do anything but work. I like to move a lot. I like to stay busy. I'm here because I don't know what it's called, what people would call it.
Okay, just describe it for me.
But sometimes my mind races. It just depends on what's going on around me, or But I keep stuff to myself. I keep stuff inside. So
may I interject here?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. First, I want to let you know that this is a safe space. And part of the first stage of therapy, if you will, is building rapport and establishing trust. Essentially, what that means is we build a relationship. And I get to know you and you get to know me. When we get to the goal-making part, then we can, establish what things you really want to work on to see some definite change. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. And please continue. I'm very interested in hearing more about you.
I don't know. I don't know. I can't just tell you about me. I already ask questions so I can know what you want to know, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
But I skip to the last question. My first therapist, it wasn't really anything that she did wrong. I liked her a lot, but my insurance changed and all that extra stuff, and then I just didn't want to do it again. I didn't want to get close to somebody else and then have to switch. So I was just like, I'm cool.
Sure. Okay, so I myself, I like to be very transparent with my clients. I understand I was in therapy. Sometimes I still call up my therapist and say, hey girl, it's been a long week, we need to talk. But I transitioned from one therapist to another. My old therapist moved. I didn't really care for the way she did therapy, so I was kind of glad. But I said that to say that I have shared that experience with, we have that experience in common. Let's see. So you've been to therapy before, so typically when people don't go to, or this is their first time in therapy, I do the whole confidentiality spiel, but I'm going to reiterate that because I'm not sure how long it's been, okay? So, like I said before, this is a safe space, and I want you to know that even though you're a minor, what we share is confidential. Yes, I'll be in contact with your guardian from time to time just to, say, hey, this is the progress we're making. I'm not going to say, Lanisha told me that this guy, never that. But the only reason I would step outside of our confidentiality space would be if you told me that you want to hurt yourself, kill yourself, or hurt someone else, like significantly, not just beat them up, but but basically, do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
You do. So one thing I like to do, just to get to know the client, is play a game. Are you know, play Uno?
Yes, I love Uno.
Okay. Sometimes I ask people, and they're just like, I've never played that before, and I'm like, yikes. But it's okay. All right. Would you like to deal? No, that's fine. I'm really slow at dealing, by the way, so this might take a little minute. All right. Just move this down here. So, tell me a little bit more about who Anisha is.
Well, she's like loving. Maybe like sometimes she has a little bit much of a big heart.
Okay. A little bit much of a big heart. What does that mean?
Like say somebody did something.
By the way, is it my turn?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I pull. Like say. Okay, so like say somebody stabbed me in my back.
Mm-hmm.
I will still be able to like do stuff for them. Like I'm not just gonna automatically flip a switch and be like, okay, now I'm disrespecting them. Depending on who it is and what they do,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I might have some crazy thoughts, but I'll never be able to just do it. Well, right now, as of right now, I with it. But sometimes people push me to points. I never even got to that point. Like I'm always able to stop myself.
So you never like experienced like a breaking point and you blew up?
No, except just crying in the dark, something like that. No, I always try to stop myself from just exploding because I know that's dangerous.
Right, right. So it sounds like you cope with things relatively well. Like you're able to manage.
Yeah. I try to stay in control of stuff like that.
Okay. By the way, I believe it's your turn.
Yeah,
It's okay. If it's easier to just talk, we don't have to play. It's just something I like to do to engage.
No, I like this, but I'm trying to be competitive stuff. I already pulled twice. Oh yeah, I could.
Okay. So, I know our intake session, you told me a little bit about your family relationships and like who raised you and who your guardian is and all of that. I want to ask you. I want to ask you, how has anything changed? Blue. Okay.
Like what?
Where you're staying, any relationships with family members got more distant or closer since the last time I saw you?
Well, since Corona, it's been feeling kind of like I've been feeling kind of lonely, honestly. Like, well, I always feel like that. I don't necessarily express that, but I feel like I'm left alone sometimes, if that makes sense. Like, not necessarily, like, I have my parents, but I don't have my parents, if that makes sense. Well, my daddy, he's in jail right now. So, okay. I guess that's a change. But other than that, no, I haven't gotten closer to anybody. Okay. I got, well, that's okay too. But, Like, even though my parents, they're not like, I don't know how to explain it, but sometimes it feel like I only have one person with me. Like, this just never left me. Even though people don't necessarily just leave me, like, on purpose or whatever, or they don't see it that way. That's how it comes off sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I get left by a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So
let's attach a word to what you described. The word that came to my mind was abandonment. Is that what, would you agree with that?
yeah, I guess you can say.
Okay. When we talk about that, do you feel anything in your body? Does your flesh get hot? Like maybe you get angry talking about it, or do you,
Well, my heart, like, I don't know. My
Your
heart
heart beats faster?
It don't necessarily be fast. I haven't really been feeling anything.
Mm-hmm.
So when I do say it, like talk about something like that, yeah, I can feel it. I can feel like, yeah. But it's something that I keep buried. So I mean, I'm not just gonna. I'm not a complainer. So anything to keep anybody around me happy, I'm gonna do. Even if that got something to do with me holding stuff in, I'm gonna do it. Just so nobody won't worry about me and nothing like that.
Sure. Well, that's concerning a little bit to me. And here's why. When we just constantly give and give and give. Oh, please hold. Oh no.
Oh, wait, we second?
Oh boy, what did I just get myself into?
This is tough. Yeah.
So back to what we were saying. When you just give and give and give, I have had experiences like that too. I felt empty. I don't know about you. Do you feel empty sometimes?
Yeah, like when I go numb, that's bad.
What bad how?
Like I get into, well, people say I'm already nonchalant, but it's like the things that happen in my life make me nonchalant. Like just having to go with the flow all the time and stuff like that. So it gets to the point where it's like it don't matter. It don't matter what I think or how I feel. Like if I have a say in something, that's why like I'm always 9 times out of 10, just like it don't matter. Like it's okay. Cause I don't, like once I get numb, I just don't care about nothing.
Okay.
I don't care.
So our time is wrapping up here today. However, I would like for you, for your homework, I'm sure you're already having a lot to do anyway, but this is a little bit different. For your homework, I would like for you to make a list of what comes before feeling numb or getting to the point of numbness. Does that make sense? Like a list of how you feel before that point happens.
Like a stage.
Stages. Like it can even be attached to an event. I like to give my clients the room to be creative with what I assign in terms of therapeutic homework. So however you come in next week with a list, it can look like a timeline even. However you come, we can pick up from there. All right. It was a pleasure being with you. It was a pleasure being with you, Jen. Thank you for trusting me.
No problem.
All right.
Whoa. I wouldn't say trust, but
That's okay.
Yeah.
We can get there. We can
Yeah.
get there. The fact that you shared.
I got them type of issues too.
Okay. It's something we can work through together. I'm in your corner.
That's all that matters.
Thank you so much, Tanisha.
No problem.